marijuana was given a score of 20. And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Oh, as many as 250,000 people flooded the National Mall in Washington, D.C. Saturday for a rally that billed itself the Million Moderate March, a gathering for people who are politically dissatisfied but not ideological. The rally to restore sanity under fear was organized by Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, the hosts of Comedy Central's programs, The Daily Show and Colbert Nation. The attendance at the Colbert Report. The attendance at Saturday's gathering easily outstripped the number of people at the rally to restore honor, called by right-wing Fox News host Glenn Beck in August, which drew an estimated 87,000 people. The crowd also exceeded the numbers at the progressive One Nation Working Together rally organized earlier this month by labor and civil rights groups. The rally included several musical performances, celebrity appearances, and comedic interludes by Jon Stewart and Stephen Colbert, but the main target of the event was the corporate media. In his closing speech, Stewart described the media as, quote, the country's 24-hour political pundit perpetual panic conflictator.
I'm really happy you guys are here. Even if none of us are really quite sure why. So, what exactly was this? I can't control what people think this was. I can only tell you my intentions. This was not a rally to ridicule people of faith or people of activism or to look down our noses at the heartland or passionate argument, or to suggest that times are not difficult and that we have nothing to fear. They are, and we do. But we live now in hard times, not end times. And we can have animus and not be enemies. But unfortunately, one of our main tools in delineating the two broke. The country's 24-hour Politico pundit perpetual panic conflictinator did not cause our problems, but its existence makes solving them that much harder. The press can hold its magnifying glass up to our problems, bringing them into focus, illuminating issues heretofore unseen. Or they can use that magnifying glass to light ants on fire. And then perhaps host a week of shows on the sudden, unexpected, dangerous flaming ant epidemic. If we amplify everything, we hear nothing. There are terrorists and racists and Stalinists and theocrats. But those are titles that must be earned. You must have the resume. Not being able to distinguish between real racists and Tea Partiers, or real bigots and Juan Williams or Rick Sanchez is an insult, not only to those people, but to the racists themselves who have put in the exhausting effort it takes to hate. Just as the inability to distinguish terrorists from Muslims makes us less safe, not more. The press is our immune system If it overreacts to everything, we actually get sicker and perhaps eczema. And yet, with that being said, I feel good. Strangely, calmly good. Because the image of Americans that is reflected back to us by our political and media process is false. It is us through a funhouse mirror, and not the good kind that makes you look slim in the waist and maybe taller, but the kind where you have a giant forehead and it's shaped like a month-old pumpkin and one eyeball. So why would we work together? Why would you reach across the aisle to a pumpkin forehead eyeball monster? If the picture of us were true, of course our inability to solve problems would actually be quite sane and reasonable. Why would you work with Marxists actively subverting our Constitution, or racists and homophobes who see no one's humanity but their own? We hear every damn day about how fragile our country is, on the brink of catastrophe, torn by polarizing hate, and how it's a shame that we can't work together to get things done. But the truth is, we do. We work together to get things done every damn day. The only place we don't is here or on cable TV. But Americans don't live here or on cable TV. Where we live, our values and principles form the foundation that sustains us while we get things done, not the barriers that prevent us from getting things done. Most Americans don't live their lives solely as Democrats, Republicans, liberals, or conservatives. Americans live their lives more as people that are just a little bit late for something they have to do. Often something they do not want to do, but they do it. Impossible things every day that are only made possible through the little reasonable compromises we all make. Sanity will always be and has always been in the eye of the beholder. And to see you here today, and the kind of people that you are, has restored mine.
That was comedian Jon Stewart, host of The Daily Show, speaking to hundreds of thousands of people Saturday at his rally to restore sanity and or fear. We'll have more from the rally after break. Stay with us.